How we doing, guys? Myself, Chris Predator OBE here, and you have a quick one. Real talk, true season. There's been a lot of people that was asking me about what is balloons, what is the balloons, what is the balloons that you're talking about. These young kids are taking balloons, and it's like nitrous oxide, and basically it's like, you know, the cakes, you know, when you spray the cakes and everything, and you know, you get your little whipped cream, them little gas cylinders and everything. They're inhaling it, and it makes your head go light to a point where you start to black out. And the more and more you're doing that, you're starving the oxygen to your actual brain. So it's like basically like gas in there. Women, when you're pregnant and you're taking the gas in the air, you know, sometimes when you feel giddy and you feel like you're gonna faint, it's that kind of feeling. It's meant to heighten the music, it's meant to heighten the feeling that you're going around. But these kids are going around doing it while they're driving, they're going around doing it while they're taking drugs, taking alcohol. So all these kind of things start to play their effects on their heart, their effects on their lungs, and it's very, very serious. And a lot of the times people look at it in the sense of it's not illegal to have these kind of things, but it's illegal once you actually make it into a balloon. So a lot of these kids are sitting there saying, well, it's not illegal, I'm not going to get arrested for it. But at the same time, when you put the components together, it is actually illegal. The government are actually trying to clamp down more on it now. So parents, if you don't know about it, we've got the vaping pens right now, we've got balloons, also we've got Dizzle right now, where they're actually putting these little sort of like ecstasy crushed up near enough. We got Perkinson's cough mixture that they're putting inside a bottle of Sprite with a little bit of sweets and stuff like that. They're literally drinking cough syrup. It's a mad thing right now. So once again, it's like a lot of us have been sitting there like, oh, what's these kids doing? These kids have been able to go to the pharmacy or even go to your cupboard right now and take out cowpole from your cupboard and mix it into a drink. And this is what some of our young people are doing, and we need to be on it, we need to be aware, and we need to make sure that as much as we don't know, as much as we need to teach our kids about what they think that they're doing, because everyone's doing it. It's all become fashionable. Our vaping pens, I've been hearing that these vaping pens are blowing up. I've been hearing that young kids, when they're taking these balloons, it's blowing up their leg, the gas cylinders blowing up their leg and all the kind of rest of it. So it's like, okay, cool. How comes no one's not clamping down on it? How comes no one's not talking about it? But I'm going to put a little documentary, a little video where someone was explaining about the nightlife with ecstasy, the drugs, the balloons. If you don't know, please do more of your research. Get your children and sit them down and tell them the cause and effects of what happens when you take these kind of drugs, or if not, when you take balloons. What's you guys' thoughts? Comment below.
You figure out how to take nitrous out of hospitals.
Usually we go in, cut the thing with a crowbar, snap the fucking thing. Bro, we got a van out there, got the fucking things in the back of the van, we're out, bro. We're driving out, bro.
Why did you choose to sell nitrous instead of any other drug?
Everybody's selling it. They want to suck on them balloons, bro. They just want to get on it, bro. Everybody fucking sucks it, bro.
With the highest level of consumption on the continent, no one takes drugs quite like the British. This is High Society, a series where we meet dealers, users, and manufacturers to find out why the UK has one of the world's most excessive drug habits. British people use nitrous oxide more than any other country in the world.
As soon as I cut the ripper and the sound goes off, it's like people flock to you like birds.
And it recently became the second most popular drug in the UK.
She loves it. She loves it.
The media quickly became obsessed with it after a handful of NOS-related deaths, but reports of its dangers were often overinflated. The government's response has been to include it in the Psychoactive Substances Act. This is a law that came about in response to the popularity of legal highs, putting a ban on the sale of anything that can change your mental state, except alcohol, cigarettes, and coffee. Now, selling nitrous carries a sentence of up to 7 years. We set out to discover what happens when you restrict a substance overnight, and how dealers will continue to supply Britain with its much-loved gas.
Rarely will you find a house party without NOS.
I feel like that. You just get a bit lightheaded.
Your whole body goes tingling. Out of this world for a few seconds.
I'm in another dimension.
Entering and leaving a room constantly. Boom, boom, boom.
It's a short term but like fun, effective feeling.
You'll usually use it at the end of the night with, if you've been taking pills or whatever, you'll take it.
A petty balloon, there's nothing better. Yeah, if you feel like I've sussed life and then you wake up and you're like, mate, I was cutting, I've just done a balloon, this is absolute bullshit. Do you know what I mean?
Inside the sanctity of a house party, you can still huff as much nitrous as you want. But we wanted to find out whether the law had any effect on street dealers, who have to loudly inflate fluorescent balloons in full view of roving policemen.
It's 5:30 a.m. and a massive club's just gotten out, and balloon sellers are starting to appear out of the woodwork.
We're going to meet Simeon, a seasoned nitrous dealer who's decided to ignore the law and continue his roaring trade.
So is now the best time to go out and sell balloons?
It's like 6 o'clock, so the club's just finished. So what I try to do is I try and get there at the end, and then I can just get busy doing what I'm doing and catch the stream of people.
So now that the law's changed, are you finding that there's less demand?
But in terms of the demand for it on the street, it's just as crazy as it was before. It's made the balloon sellers a bit more wary. But the difference is when you're in a festival, their rules are slightly different to when you're in the public space and you've got the general public around you. So I don't like to sell balloons on the road, to be honest with you, because that's when you get mixed up into the wrong crowd of like street dealing, and then they kind of see you as a drug dealer. When really and truly, before the law changed, I was doing this with an entrepreneurial spirit where I figured, all right, I can just go out, sell something that's not illegal, and make money from it. And that was my main reason why I chose to sell balloons over anything else.
So the new Psychoactive Substances Act turned you into a drug dealer?
Basically, yeah. I feel like a criminal for doing something that yesterday it was fine for me to do.
And how do you get around the fact that there's security everywhere because it's like a nightclub? So.
That's a tricky one. The security, to be honest with you, they turn a blind eye. As long as you're not causing too much aggro directly outside, then they're relatively all right with it still, as long as you just stay out of the way.
I noticed that as soon as the music stops and the night ends, there's like a huge flood of people coming like sharks to a feeding frenzy. How popular is it now?
If there was a scale of 1 to 10, I'd say 100. As soon as I crack the whip and the sound goes off, it's like people flock to you, they're like birds.
Do you ever have rivalries with different NOS dealers?
I haven't seen any violence in the balloon community at all. The balloons themselves, it's all love, so I'll be honest with you, yeah. But what's happened is a lot of new young buds which are coming onto the scene now, they are coming with violence. Basically, what they've seen now is because it's something that's being criminalised, there must be a lucrative benefit from it. And now that's why they're trying to come into it. NOS is not that deep. The law has made people think that it's a really shady area. Blame Theresa May for that still.
Although Simeon remains bold enough to join an open-air nitrous market, pushing the trade deeper underground has led dealers to adopt shadier methods of sale, which take advantage of the law's gaping loophole.
I see you in 5. So that was Brighton's biggest nitrous oxide dealer, and we're gonna follow him around in his car tonight.
Under the guise of a catering company, this dealer manages to skirt the line of legality.
Hey,
Hello, buddy.
how's it going?
Yeah, good.
Is this a delivery right now?
Yeah, this one, yeah.
Okay. Can I see the box?
Of course you can.
Creme capsules. Misuse can be dangerous to your health. Do not inhale.
Hello, mate. Yeah, good, mate. Yeah.
So 4 pack.
Yeah, 40 for 4, yeah.
40.
Have a good night, mate. See you in a bit.
Is there much selling on the street around here, or is it usually done by car?
Usually done by car. It's all changed really. You used to get a guy just cracking them and selling them out. But that's all stopped now. I think they've had a massive sort of crackdown on that.
We know someone who is still selling on the streets of London. Does that surprise you?
Does he sell them cracked or is he selling sort of the boxes?
Yeah, he sells them cracked into balloons.
In my opinion, he's asking to sort of be arrested. Could you pass me 4? 1. Thank you, buddy. Cheers for that. We don't just sell to like students. There's actually a cafe on the seafront that buys quite a few of us. They use it for their cream products. Can you pass me 3? Is that all right, mate? Lovely, cheers. Just give me a ring anytime. Yeah, lovely. Hello? Yeah, what was it for? No worries, mate. See you in a minute. Bye-bye.
So when you're asking what they're using it for, you're basically covering yourself.
Yeah. I mean, it's on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, you know, just reminders that it is a catering product and, you know, it's not to be sold for human consumption.
And did they actually say, oh, this is for whipped cream?
They said, yeah, just for cream. So what they do with it after is completely down to them, really.
But if they say, I'm using it to get high, you're not going to not sell it to them, are you?
Now, yeah, I wouldn't sell it now. Hello. You right? Yeah, good, man.
Did you know that last week it was legal and this week it's not?
We've got cakes to deliver.
Hello.
We're pastry chefs. There's no cakes on the black market.
Is the Psychoactive Substances Act just a big joke?
It's not necessarily a joke, but it's funny.
So, the amount of people who sell it isn't going to change. The amount of people who buy it isn't going to change. All that changes is the method that they use to get it and how much money they're paying.
Definitely. And the prices to buy it. And I think there's no other drugs really, is there, that you can say you can get for £1.
So you can buy it outside a club, direct to your door like a takeaway, or even on the high street from a catering store.
All I had to do was say that I was a chef, and because it's a legal loophole, it's extremely easy to buy 50 nitrous bulbs. It's pretty much the only drug that you can buy over the counter in broad daylight.
The unlikeliest NOS dealers we found were the police themselves, who used the same loophole to sell canisters that they had seized as evidence on eBay. When we called them for comment, they stated that the sale of NOS chargers is not prohibited in the UK, but that, on reflection, they regret placing these items for sale. With even the police trying to get a piece of the action, it would seem that the supply chain of nitrous hasn't been affected by the law. When the government first considered banning NOS, they asked their advisory council what the drug's main dangers were. Their reply wasn't related to health issues, but to the theft of nitrous from NHS hospitals. Today, kids at squat raves are more interested in balloons than booze, so dealers have had to source far larger containers to meet that demand. We wanted to see how this brazen crime is committed, and whether criminalizing nitrous has stopped thieves from doing it.
Walk me through step by step, how does it work when you're breaking into a hospital?
When you break into a hospital, and not necessarily a hospital either. Anywhere that's got NOS, medical, 100% nitrous oxide.
Yeah.
This kind of shit makes you trip. It's a one-lock thing, bro. All you need is a fucking crowbar, bolt cutters, balls. You got our bollocks. That's what it is. Fucking crack the thing and you got it. And there's usually trolleys in there. Trolleys that we can put the tanks onto. Take the bolts out, you're done. Depends if you're gonna be greedy or not. If you're greedy, you get caught.
Have you ever got caught?
I got caught. I've been fucked up by them fucking security guards a couple times, bro. Then my hands up, I was like, boom. Went to the police station, no further action. No fucking proof on it, bro. What they got is a fucking CCTV.
Is that not enough?
It's not enough. They got no fingerprints, bro. Fingerprints on the tanks, bro. You ain't got none.
So where are we going right now?
I'm gonna show you, where we fucking do gnostics, fam.
So you've taken canisters from this hospital in the past?
No, not the canisters, big tanks. I'll take you there. Here. You see that blue door is here? There, bro. That's where it is, bro. It's there. There, bro. Come. You see these ones? All them ones there? These fucking tanks here, bro. You see all these blue ones, yeah?
Yeah.
Each one of them ones there, £350.
Wow.
350, 350, 350, 350, 350. Then you see behind it, yeah?
Yeah.
I tried cracking through the back of the walls, bro. Like smashing in the fucking bricks and that, bro. But it didn't work.
Yeah.
So obviously just went in for the thing. Fuck off. Fuck off. Hey, listen, boss, we're filming the interview.
We don't allow it in the premises here.
What's wrong, boss?
Why are you filming? It's not allowed.
Hey, boss, why are we filming?
Listen,
Don't push me, don't push me, don't push me.
I see you walk away.
You're telling me some bullshit, fam. They cared. It's hard to do it now.
Our hospital is starting to catch on to what you guys have been doing.
Yes,
Okay.
100%, mate. Every hospital in fucking London knows about it.
Do you have to look for a new hospital now?
Do I need to look for a new one? I can tell you now, I've got a couple hospitals I can do. I know the hospitals I can do without getting caught. This hospital that we just went to, I can show you what we got. We got this thing here, it's a 3-footer, yeah?
Okay.
3-footer. This one here, we call it a pencil. A pencil.
Why do you call it a pencil?
Because it's a pencil. It looks like a pencil compared to what we usually get, the 5-footers, which are like this tall.
Yeah. Okay, and how much is this
one here.
worth? How much can you make out of this?
I'm making about £600-700 off that.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
And you got it for free because it's from a hospital.
For free from a hospital, yeah.
And it says it's
but
medical
North.
Of nitrous oxide.
Every time you do a lick, take that off. You get stopped by police, they see that, you're fucked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Listen, I'm juiced. You take the camera off me now.
You're gonna leave
Switch
it?
off now. Please. Come on, man.
we've seen that changing the law hasn't affected the demand. And so people like Big Blue will continue to rob medical facilities, and street sellers will continue to innovate as they get pushed deeper into the black market. It seems like the law has only succeeded in criminalizing more people, whilst the market has been forced to adapt. Meanwhile, thousands of people across the country continue to spend their weekends sucking on children's balloons.
What's the meaning of life?
Yes, the meaning of life. No. Hey, don't know.
Fair enough.
Why you laugh?